Denver Mayor by Marcus Giovanni, voice indexing. When Mike Johnston and his merry men and women, or merry women, um, and think that they are smarter than artificial intelligence, and because they have their positions, it makes them even more able to carry out whatever it is they want to do over anybody. So when I first started the my metaverse and my open AI, what I perceived it to be under what Google teaches you through YouTube videos and when their experts come out and talk, and they have some very, very smart people. And um, Dr. Gwendolyn is probably one of the most intelligent women I've ever heard speak and articulate in such a way that keeps me with my ADHD chronic and my chronic dyslexia. That's why me, you can give me 100 team members and I'll keep them all busy keeping me on schedule like a robot. But that's, with its own thought pattern and own ideas. Unlike Mike Johnston, when he's never spoke about AI ever during his campaign. And see, he thought he's like a shell game. He would make a very good poker player because you could see his he's just posing right now, folks. He's a troll, and all the transparency and all the things that he claims is just a big fucking lie. And we're doing the work we're doing because we were hired a long time ago by a group of concerned citizens that wanted their city beautiful back. I mean, the urban stuff looks cool and all that, but you got to keep up traditions and you got to keep up legacies, and we don't. It's just for today. And tomorrow is just a spoken word to get what you need the bills paid for today, and knowing that 10, 20, 30 years, people get so broke, utilize all their life savings, all the businesses that they have, they're utilizing all their life savings, and when fighting for it because they love where they're at, they just love it, and then they just can't do it no more, so they have to sell everything, and they're so embarrassed they can't tell anybody. Nobody wants to listen, so they bring in the new owners of the building that the last guy just put their blood, sweat, and tears, and they come in. The realtor guy's making all the jack, and then they start the process all over. Then that person comes in because they took them on a first Friday spin, and then you go there on a Monday or any Tuesday, and it's dead. So Denver, to me, has got a lot of fixing to do, and that's what we're here for, is to show Mike Johnston that his transparency. When you think about OpenAI, I've been doing that since 2006. 2006. The new generation of leadership. It's all here, folks. Denver government, Mike Johnston. He says he's savvy because somebody wrote things saying, oh, he's a savvy mayor. And he's just regurgitating words, ideas of mine. Then he goes online, his little team, and they all go search it, leaving little breadcrumbs of trail of where they've been. So when you think about the next one you're going to see, Gary Marcus, that guy, anyways, James Comey, right there, weaponized the FBI. That guy's going to turn out to be one of the most disrespected men in America for what he did. And he doesn't realize that everything he did, all of his voice, all they have to do is get a voice, do a little bit of algorithms, and pick up everything he's ever said, all the emails that he wrote, that he had because he was the FBI, and that he threw away and deleted stuff in a private server that was upside down, only on Mars that him and his buddies could fly to get the information. Come on, mate. Your gatekeeper controls everything depending on who you are. See, they don't tell everybody that because, fuck. But now it's been known. I mean, they should. They got to know who's coming in their front door, what their servers and their service and is supporting. And so when you think about the people trying to control all the broadcasting companies, all the ticket agencies, all everything, when it comes to entertainment, it's all, the same people winning the same awards. We're stuck. We're so stagnant compared to the rest of the world. And when you think about what the rest of the world does in the local scene, we got a lot to learn. But what Mike Johnston what he has to learn, and this was one of the, and if I was mayor, I'd come and tell everybody this, because Mike Johnston's not being truthful. He's a troll bitch, 100% verified. And the collapse of the AI bubble and all that shit that all these people spurred out, you don't have to believe that, okay? You really don't. Because AI is going to save us from ourselves. It's going to be to a point where one of these days they're going to have a kumbaya moment. The Republicans, all the parties, and realize that if you were God and you've seen what was going on, you don't have to believe in God. Let's just say you were God. Okay? You don't have to believe in God. Let's just say you were God. You're in a play. Now let's try to stretch your imagination here, because we know it can be done, because we've seen what Denver has done by electing guys like this. Mike Johnston, Gen AI Authority. He did Den AI, Den AI Summit, thinking that he could just take any words and write it, and then he'll control it because he's the mayor. And when you go there and you look at the deceptions in the writings and where the money's going, I mean, where's Timothy O'Brien, the auditor, on where that money's going? You're buying tickets. Who's selling the tickets? It's got Mike Johnston on the contact page. All that's going to change, but we already indexed it. So Mike Johnston is like 18 years behind this digital 8-ball. And nothing pleases me more than to get him out of office and start living the new digital way. And I hedged the bet, and this is all of it. I hedged the bet. And everything that they talk about, all the things that they do, everything, I knew what was coming. And I knew where all the bullshit starts and all their whimsical put everybody to work, and they spent 1 month here and 2 months there and 3 months over here, which in some industries, like if you're a subcontractor, you're working a bunch of different jobs. So there are certain circumstances, but in the meantime, when you look at this field of information, these are all blocks of information that are all linked together, telling a long time story about how our government, like this chick, man, Kelly Bro, they all, at least, oh man, I don't even know where to start. Leslie Herod, all her things, we've done it. We pattern matched it. All the things that she's done, that's been talked to, she's spoken and visited and all that kind of thing. You can write algorithms up and you can get a good idea and pattern match that to whether it was good or bad for the community. Like Mike Johnston and the areas that he served and his education and all this shit is all brainwashing, smoke and smear, shell game. And it's going to take Denver citizens to, even the Democrats, to realize that on February 6, 2023. Denver District Court. Oh, and I got to make a correction. Carrie Tipper is no longer with the